The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 119, Nasdaq's up 127, S&Ps are up 24, gold contract up $17.60, trading at $18.64 an ounce. We had silver up $2.70, $29.64 an ounce, light sweet crude up 24 cents, $52.45 a barrel, notes and bonds. 10-year up 5 ticks, 137.06. 30-year up 11 at 169.02. And King Dollar. King Dollar's up by 253 ticks, trading 90.841. The Euro's at 120. The yen is out here at 104.95. And the British pound's at 136 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
What's happening, man? I said, what's happening, man? Another wild start to the trading week, right? Where that silver market, my goodness, yeah.
No doubt. And we take a look at silver. And what's so intriguing here, folks, okay, so picture this. You know, there's no doubt you got, last week we had GameStop running American, airlines running, what was the theater chain running in a big way?
AMC, right?
Yeah. So what you have with silver here, now what had happened, folks, is that the silver equities, what they stopped trading in, they didn't allow Robinhood to trade in First Majestic and McEwen Mining. That got lifted, and you can see these silver stocks to the moon. What I find intriguing is this, though, is not the Reddit traders might have got this going, but guess what? My take is that last night, okay, these weren't Reddit traders basically swinging the silver market higher in the futures market. This is like, that could be you, me, professional traders saying, hey, man, we're going to run going and we're going to go after it. Because what you have, folks, is this. You'd have to picture something. The amount of volume that we did last night, that would be saying that, okay, so the Reddit traders and let's say we equate that with Robinhood. That means that they opened up futures accounts, they funded futures accounts, and, so I just think what you're going to see out here is that all traders are going to take advantage of a run like this. You know what I'm saying? Because when I start seeing those volumes in there last night, I'm saying to myself, you know what? They all don't have futures accounts. But there's plenty of silver traders that love to run silver. It's always, you're running against big banks. That's what you're running against. So
the one thing I'll throw into there, right? Some of the statistics of the trading that took place on GameStop alone last week. On Wednesday alone, $29 billion worth of GameStop shares traded hands on last Wednesday alone.
Right. No, I get your point. So the money's there.
So it was there on GameStop, and everybody was jumping on the train. But I believe that's why GameStop was such a story, because do the Wall Street boys have $29 billion of trading over there? I don't think so, right? But they have a lot of money when you add it all up, and then everything else. Now, what adds to it, to your point, though, is that things are a lot different when you talk about silver, man, because you got Citadel in there, and I'm not sure, but there's a big owner of the SLV, so it's not the same deal, of course, where everybody in Wall Street, not everybody, right, but the majority were on the short side of GameStop. Not exactly the same deal when you talk about silver, for sure.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
Either, you know? I mean, there's always been a huge short position in silver. The real bottom line is going to be. And this is a different ball game. It's the J.P. Morgan against the whole world on silver. That's how this is going to shake out. We'll see where it shakes out. But guess what? These silver equities have volume behind the move, man. That's the real bottom line. I think they want higher price. It looks to me, when I put a silver on a continuous contract, that you get an ABC structure up to the to the $40 area. And that's not too outlandish, folks.
No.
You bring this back, you're going to see. Let's bring this back. We're just cruising over this. Now, the continuous contract, the number is the 29.91. We're 29.60 right now. You launch that number, that's an ABC structure up probably to the $40 area, which, in the silver market, that's a lot of buying, no doubt about that. It's definitely a lot of buying, but it's not a monster stretch like GameStop,
And what's so interesting, too, is that you start talking about a trade that combines physical delivery, right, when you talk about futures.
Oh, I'm glad you just brought that up, yeah.
Because, I was trying to find it maybe on the Bloomberg, on that contract. Because, you're talking futures, you got physical delivery. Silver futures contract specs, just pulling it up on the CME. Delivery may take place on any business day beginning on the first business day of the delivery month or subsequent business day of the delivery month, but not later than the last business day of the current delivery month. What it exactly means, but we all saw how that can go awry in the oil market. And when you start getting these huge swings, and we saw the reports over the weekend, right, that basically nobody could even get physical silver, that APMEX, the company, the Walmart of physical commodities, basically shut down.
No, I like you bringing this up, Tom. This is huge. No, exactly. Because what happens, folks, watch this. Each contract is 5,000 ounces, right? And the contract value is 148,000. Now, that sounds like a lot of money, but that's not, folks. There's plenty of... Well, I can tell you, just even our Tigers and Tigresses, when they've come in with some orders in the Tigers Metal Exchange, they've come in with orders of $100,000.
Sure. And the speculator is only 15,000. So that's all you need to buy a contract in there.
Right.
Is 15. And we just said $29 billion worth of GameStop traded on Wednesday. So if you only need $15,000 to control a contract, which has physical delivery in it, and the point being that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go through the roof, but it could mean that the volatility is exacerbated even more.
Oh, if people start taking physical delivery, we are going to hear it. That's very unusual, folks. You start taking physical delivery, people are going to freak. Let's go to Scott in the Safety Harbor. Hey, Scott, what's happening, brother?
Hey, I'm a VIX trader now. It's so funny about the GameStop. I couldn't get young people for the life of me to get involved, relatives and friends, kids of friends of mine. And now they're actually talking about it. But one of them asked me a question yesterday on Sunday because, kids, they go on full tilt. He's like, it's Sunday. Isn't there like a pregame show? And do you know of one, Tom, that kind of reviews what might be going to happen Monday?
I don't.
It's live on Sunday.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
In fact, I went on that Reddit site, and I can't even figure out how to.
Tom, I am with you. Thank God you said that because I was pretending you've been on Reddit. I said, I know about it. I went on there for an hour, and I got a splitting headache.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you guys. I've been on there, and I think I'm watching the chronological, but I think what happens is things get voted up or voted down, so you're seeing certain posts higher, certain posts lower.
It's not. Come back.
Wow. Stay right there, folks. Scott, Tommy, and myself, we're coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials up 80, Nasdaq's up 134, S&Ps are up 23, gold's up $20. You got silver up 270. Come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 89, Nasdaq's up 129, S&Ps are up 24. We're talking with Scott, and I believe we're going to talk about, the VXX, Scott?
Yeah, the VXX, I've been trading it on a daily basis now for about 4 days. Went in this morning at 2075, got out at 2108. Boy, you know... What's your opinion, Tom?
Well, there's no doubt it came off the lows. You know, I mean, it came off the lows. Last Tuesday with volume. So I mean, it wants higher price. And yeah, can I see this thing up at what is that? 34, 25? Yeah. I mean, it looks to me like it's going to make the run. You know, that being said,
but for a day trader, Tom, what do you think as far as, because I got 3 kids now that. From yesterday, they think I know everything, so I got to throw them something. I did throw them GM, though, that went up, but, that's real expensive for people that are only dealing with $5,000 accounts. They've all got $5,000. But do you think it might have a little movement per day up and down before it takes the run?
Yes, because, just like today, so picture, you get the beginning of window dressing, basically started Friday. We were down Friday. You rejected lower price this morning. I suspect this is going to try to get a little bit higher the next couple of days. What do we get? Amazon coming out. You get a few others coming out. But it looks to me like you're just going to try to get a test close to the highs, and then we will get some kind of a pullback.
Because for me, it's a little different. I buy thousands of shares at a time, so I'm not looking to wait. I want to get in and out quickly and not take a chance. But, I've missed some. I was a big U.S. Steel guy, and I got hit for that $20,000, and it spooked me, and I got back, and I ended up making over 100,000. But the thing is, I missed that real big jump, when it went from the 15s into the 24 range. Do you see U.S. Steel pulling back? Because I'm looking at a retracement here. I think it's just a bear trap right now.
I'd say that, U.S. Steel, Valley, the iron ore, the copper market, they are all in a retracement right now. And very well. I mean, see, we have the metals market going with us today. But you better keep your eye on this dollar, man, because this dollar is trying to basically break topside. So, you know,
I see you've got one of the Argentines on your team now. I mean, there's no name that's more synonymous with physical gold than those guys, you know, for years and years with, you know, their business in Bel Air and so forth. That's
right.
That's a great thing.
Right. You know,
thank you so much, Tom.
Okay,
thank you
man.
for being there. I wasn't trying to indicate that you should work at Sundays now.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen.
Have a pre-game show on Sunday, but that would be kind of fun for an hour, just have you pop up live.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Tom.
Thanks, man. Have a
Thanks,
great
Scott.
one. Have a safe one.
Yeah, it's a good point though, man. These, you know, Sunday night at 6 o'clock is taking on a new perspective that you know, whether it's, and even during the pandemic, right? I mean, it's remarkable how often early on in the pandemic, right? Sunday night, the fireworks began the moment those futures began trading at 6 o'clock.
They do.
And it's happening again kind of because of the volatility. And it is interesting, that VIX, man. I don't know which way this thing is going. I'm not really trading it, but it's just interesting of how elevated it's remaining this morning when you're getting a reprieve to the upside in the markets, right? We saw the VIX spike to 34 this morning when you had the VIX up 30 or 40 points, which is not usually the scenario there, but probably rightfully so. Just so much volatility. We have, you know, and we're not even talking, there's just so much besides the hysteria of Reddit and Wall Street bets. I mean, you got the pandemic raging, you got vaccines getting rolled out, we got a huge week of earnings coming up with Amazon and Google tomorrow after the bell, and then we get January payrolls on Friday. So big week no matter what, and I think the market's saying, hold on, you know, the VIX is going to stay up here a little bit while we sort out everything going on here, because we saw what could happen last week. I mean, the S&P's traded up 95 points from the low last night at 6 o'clock to where we were at about 6:30 this morning. 95 points, man.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
crazy.
And what's so intriguing, and this is where, folks, okay, that implied volatility is so important to understand. And it can, if you just pay attention to when Kevin's on, I'd suggest that you try to wrap your head around this. And so check out, Tommy, what happened. Folks, 24 hours a day I listen to TFNN, okay? And, well, not 24 hours a day, but when we're live, I'm always listening, okay? And what had happened, I was in the car, and I hadn't listened to CNBC, I'm not kidding, like maybe 5 years. So a long period of time.
Yes.
Bottom line, I switch over to CNBC, right? And Pete Najarian is having an argument with another supposedly professional trader about the VIX and about volatility, right?
Okay.
And I thought I was hearing things, okay? Because the Pete Najarian was absolutely correct. I mean, the Najarian brothers know options like Kevin Hinks does. They know them upside down.
Yes.
And what was going on is that this professional trader did not understand implied volatility. And so he's saying he says, hey, it makes 0 sense that we're going out 3 months and the VIX is that high. And he says, that's just not right. And Peter's saying, that's implied volatility, man, okay?
Yeah.
And the guy couldn't get it. And so that, we're talking about the VXX, the VIX is up today. You want to wrap your head around that, folks, okay? Because the option traders, to me, are the most consistent out there. And all what it means is that, listen, that just, you know, and I if I could have a speed dial, I can call up. What had happened, folks, is that this happened, and Pete brought it up, in 2008. So picture this. When the market was actually going down, the calls, okay, were going up. And that was because of implied volatility, folks,
Definitely.
okay?
Yep.
And so you want to wrap your head around it because, you know, it's not I know.
And we should have said, well, if you think it's so wrong, then get in there and sell everybody those contracts and collect all that volatility that you don't think is appropriate.
Right. It was sad hearing. And then the guy came back at him again, and this is one of the hosts. I forget which one it was, but anyway, it was weird, man. It was.
Well, let's see. You know, the phrase "the market's never wrong," right? As in, if that was a valid point that was accurate to the price discovery that should be taking place, then more market participants would be saying, There's way too much risk priced in right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the person, and anybody can be this person, which is so cool.
Right.
You know, I'm going to be the person that's going to go sell people that volatility premium because the moves are way too big for what's probably going to happen.
Right.
So I just pulled up a chart of the not a chart, the SPY. Okay,
yes.
The contract. So I just went out to March 19th. You're talking about 46 days.
Yeah.
You got a $35 move priced in either direction. You're trading at 373 right now.
Yep.
If you want to short the market or go long at 373, you're paying about $13.
Right.
Okay, which is crazy, 13 divided by 373, you're talking about a 3.5% move is priced in just till where you break even.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
In the SPY. But guess what, man? Do you want to be the person selling volatility right now with 46 trading days to go? Oof.
Yeah.
Better be careful.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get 'em, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now trading up 92. You get the Nasdaq up 175. S&Ps are up 30. You know what's going to get interesting here, folks, and Tom, is to find out if we go over to the SLV for a second, right?
Yes.
So the SLV, folks, it has a creation size. Oh, look at this. Here it is. I love it. Oh, my God. So watch this. I'm going to go through this a little bit slow, folks, but this is pretty cool. So when you're looking at this, you get a creation size of 50,000. The creation fee is basically $500. Now, this is mostly done by banks and broker-dealers, folks, but as long as you have enough in your account, you can create and destroy ETF structures through the folks that run it, not in general.
Yes.
But something I wanted to show you here, right, which is really important. See this one? Create, redeem, process, in kind. Well, what that means, okay, this will be crazy. Because remember, we went through this, Tom, with what?
Yes.
We did this Friday as an exercise.
It was an ETF that had all the retail stuff. XRT. XRT.
We did this
I
Thursday.
believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy and I did this when I was driving in the car. So what that means, folks, is that if there is a shortage of silver coming up to one of these closing dates, that large dealers can go inside of the silver SLV and say that, okay, I want in-kind silver, and which would accelerate this whole deal. What was it?
Totally. It's a great point.
Tom,
Yeah.
what was it?
XRT, I believe, which is
Yeah.
down 7% today
So-
already with those darlings pulling back a little. Go ahead, yeah.
Right. So watch this. What happened here, folks, is this. Is that I'll bring the same thing up. Let's see. Holdings, it's going to be in kind. So what happened here is that 80% of this, the amount of money inside of the XRT came out last Monday through Thursday. And the reason...
Go ahead. I have the article up that we can go after the assets exited. Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
And the reason, folks, okay, was this right here, in kind. And you can see what happened. See this GameStop is 19.34% of it? So a way that folks could get hold of the stock was to basically cash in. And
they would buy the ETF.
Right.
And they would say, now cash me out by giving me the actual shares of the holdings within that equity. Retail investors not really able to do that with the capital they have.
Right.
Institutional hedge funds able to do it all day. And you can see that basically they took 20% of what they put in the ETF as GameStop. They took everything else and probably sold it right back into the market as those were normal stocks, not going crazy, right? And they ended up within, for whatever reason, right? Whether they were trying to cover shorts, whether they were just trying to buy the equity.
Exactly.
It's just cool to see, and things it just kind of drives home the point I was talking about with when you're dealing with a physical commodity, man, and you're dealing with futures, you're dealing with ETFs, you're dealing with physical silver companies. You know, can you imagine the discussions going on in those boardrooms today of publicly traded silver companies about their decision to hedge at these prices? And then what if they start selling their hedges? There's so many variables that come into that. Yeah.
There are. And in the physical market out here, meaning if you're buying silver, folks, okay, the bottom line is that this morning it was about $6.50, which is quite a bit.
The premium above,
The premium, yeah. So that is...
Usually I think they said it's...
And that wasn't on Silver Eagles, by the way. This is just pure, basically, you know...
An ounce.
A piece of silver, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they say usually that market's maybe you're paying $1 or $2 over the market, and now it's like $6. And actually it was $6, and then they just stopped taking orders.
Yeah.
Which is even, says a lot, man, because they were able to charge percentage-wise $6 on something trading at $25.30. You're talking about a 20% premium. If those...
Oh yeah, they're out. Ampex is out there at $36.50 all day long. This morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And then they realized, you know what? We can't even find silver probably. So we got to just shut it down until futures start trading.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
It is, man. So why don't we take a look? Can we take a look at Amazon, man?
Yeah,
I'm looking.
Let's talk the real Amazon. Well,
exactly.
It's
let's
all
get
real,
back to.
but let's talk.
No,
let's
that's
talk
the great.
earnings.
No,
yeah.
that's how I phrase it, man. Let's get back to like the real economics of driving. And Amazon's up almost 3% today, man. Already coming in, they're up $100, basically $92. And what are they looking for their numbers when they're coming out tomorrow?
This is going to be a good number, man.
I can't wait. Yeah, exactly.
So they're going to be looking for $119 billion.
Oof.
Yeah. This is always the biggest quarter.
It's amazing, man. So that must be, that's got to be 111 had to be the biggest quarter ever then, right? I'm guessing for revenue for Apple, and Amazon's going to come back a week later and probably blow them out of the water, which is just mind-blowing.
Right. And then they're looking for $7.34 to the bottom line. So they're not looking for a lot to the bottom line. Just to give you an idea, the last quarter, folks, they came in with $96 billion. They brought $12.37 to the bottom line.
Yeah.
You know, that's just Jeff Bezos, man. I mean, he basically, pushes his service around to make sure that the service is the first thing. And I suspect the amount of money he spent that quarter, that's what it looks like, right? To make sure that everyone got what they wanted to get during the holiday season, you know?
I imagine they have some increased costs. I mean, the other thing is, have you heard the stories of, Amazon upping their airplane fleet during all of this time, right? I mean, the big companies that are positioned well, as we all know, right, you're really able to flourish in times of harsh economic conditions. And so in the long run, a company like Amazon right now spending money, I just think it's going to pay huge dividends, man, in the future, because they got like 100 planes now. They're buying planes on the penny compared to what they, were. And I'm exaggerating a bit, but we all know what planes are probably costing now compared to what they cost 2 years ago.
Right.
Right. And so spending that cost, we'll see.
And they have gone from leasing to buying outright. That's the big number, folks, because any of the manufacturers or the leasing companies, that's the last thing they want to hear, that you are buying, okay?
Oh,
that is like the mortal sin for them, because it's like, okay, I can't subscribe to it again, right?
Their business plan's over if companies are positioned well enough. I mean, and it realistically, right? Hopefully we never see another time like this ever in our lifetime, man, especially when you talk about planes and travel. This got to be one of, if not, the bottom of the rung in terms of if you're looking for planes right now, my goodness, if you have the capital, go spend it.
It's amazing, right?
It's amazing, exactly. Yeah.
And it's amazing, and it's something you always got to remember, that when things are so high-priced, I'm not saying that it's higher than it should be, but what I've found is that even like with houses, as soon as you get in that 12 million, 15 over, no one really knows what they're worth.
Very true.
That's, and so planes, I don't know whether we're talking 100 million. I don't really, but
it's a relative basis, right? Now, planes are a little different because there's a cost that's already so high, right? Versus some of those houses, man, you're talking about one-bedroom condos in New York City that the cost to build, it's all about land. The cost is whatever it is. It's the same as a one-bedroom condo in Florida. Meanwhile, they're selling for $22 million on Fifth Ave.
Right.
And that's, a debatable scenario, as we all see play out in the last year of things changing.
No doubt. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 126. The Nasdaq's up 169. S&Ps are up 32. And, you know, what you are going to see, folks, is this. And this is, bottom line is that, we hear the amount of money that has been made thus far in the GameStop. Of course, you don't hear the amount of money that's lost. But let's just go over to AMC for a second, because I got to show you this, that, this is the real world. You got AMC, bottom line, $13.94, right? Approximately 7 days ago, it was at $2.25.
Exactly.
Now, what you have here, folks, is that this is where risk got offloaded. AMC was bankrupt. And now it's not going to be bankrupt. Their bonds just went from $22 on the dollar to 75 cents on the dollar. And what it was, the bottom line is that they did an at-market secondary, and they sold right into it. So now you're going to have all these Robinhood traders that are going to own this at a price that's not sustainable.
Listen, I agree. I was talking about in my program, jumping around, but I signed up for HBO Max over the weekend.
Yes.
Point being is that I don't know if I'll stay for the year. This is one that's really expensive, folks. Just to put, it's $15 a month. They have a sale going on right now. You get 6 months for $70. Compared to Disney, the reason why I was such a big bull and still am on Disney is they got the best content in the world you cannot match. Right. And they undercut everybody on price. Combine those two, and it was like, how the market didn't catch on to the fact that this was going to be bigger. Well, that's what happens sometimes, right? Time Warner, a little bit different when you look at HBO Max, where they don't have, now they have amazing shows, amazing, right? All the way back to whether it's Sopranos, whether it's Band of Brothers, all of the great series. But they don't have Mickey Mouse, man. They don't have all of those types of, irreplaceable brands, and they're over the price. But
stratified by age, too. Disney has from 0 years old to 90.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And they combine Nat Geo in there, right, and some other things. But what HBO is doing, which is a credit to them, and they finally got me in there, is that I said, if you're going to sign up, I'm going to do it right now. Because this year they're coming out with all their big blockbusters, and they're going right to their live streaming platform.
Yes.
So I'll probably sign up. I did at least for 6 months, and then we'll see if I stay. I think they're going to have a battle with ups and downs. But when you look at AT&T, man, Time Warner, they've been in the doldrums. This stock down to 28, just kind of chopping around at like the high 20s since the pandemic hit, from 38 before. And it's just, I just saw value in it myself. You know what I mean? It's something that's interesting, because you say to yourself, how do you tap into this market? Because now I see so many ads for streaming, right? Discovery Plus has a streaming service for $5 a month. It's like, who's signing up for Discovery? Well, if you love those programs, more credit. Yeah, more credit to you, right? But when you compare Discovery Plus versus Disney Plus, and they're almost the same price, right? Well, geez, how does that compete?
You know what's happened is on Disney Plus, because they have National Geographic folks. I've watched almost every one of them.
Yeah.
So now I have to go to National
Discovery
Geographic.
Plus, yeah. So it's just interesting. I thought about it because just to further what you were saying, right? Here I am signing up just this weekend for a service that's going to allow me to watch movies instead of going to a movie theater, folks. That's basically why I did it, right? Yeah. I don't know how AMC, the movie theaters are going to be around. I can't wait to go to movies again, but they are facing quite a tough road ahead when you have big movie houses pushing all of their content to their streaming platform. Because I think it was a brilliant move on their part. I think it's the only way that they could have competed with Netflix, Prime, Disney. And they did it. They got me. We'll see how it goes from there. But I watched a movie last night, The Little Things, at Denzel Washington, a couple other people. I like this. A great movie. We got a little feedback in the den.
$70 for 6 months is worth it.
If you use it, you use it, right? Yeah. And we were talking about it in my house, man, that I have never seen The Band of Brothers, so I wanted to watch that from 2001. Right? There's some other series on HBO, but it's a little different because I'm like, okay, we got 6 months. Let's try and watch it all. You know what I mean? And then maybe we'll cancel for a while, and then maybe we'll come back. Versus, because I don't know if they're going to be able to incentivize for $15 a month. Man, you better have everything out there if it's $15 a month, because you're far above almost. I mean, you're up there for Netflix, but I don't think HBO is going to compete with Netflix. It's tough, it's a tough one, man.
It is. Yeah. So we got Amazon. Who else is coming out? Google. Oh.
Good old Alphabet. Tuesday as well. They'll be competing for the limelight Tuesday afternoon.
Okay, so Google's looking to take in $44 billion.
Okay.
But they bring $17.97 to the bottom line. Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh no, $15.58 this time. $15.58. Yep. What monster numbers, man.
Oh. Yeah. These companies, they're just giants. It'd be interesting to see how, of course, the advertising on Google comes into things, right? What they talk about there. And, of course, Amazon's going to have a lot to talk about, man, in terms of just the costs of their doing business, what they're planning to do for costs for this coming year. I imagine the revenue is going to be just fine. The market's really going to be interested in whether it's, their Amazon Web Services, how they're doing, how the costs are going to be. But if you're a long-term buyer at Amazon, man, I almost want to see them spend this money right now because they just are growing. And if you believe in Bezos, man, he has always spent money in a brilliant manner, which is why he's the richest guy in the world.
Right. Now they're gonna have a challenge. Okay, so it's 1.1 million employees they have. I mean, because the bottom line is that there's unions that bottom line they're starting in Alabama and they're trying to get in there, and so that's gonna be challenging. There's no doubt.
Yep.
This market's holding, man. I mean, we got window dressing. You got a couple of those. It's going to be intriguing to see how close we can get to that high.
Hey, just to jump around to some of the other stocks that are coming out, I pulled it up today for this week, right? Some huge ones just jumping around. I jumped around on my show a little bit. But so Tuesday, we got Alibaba as well. That'll get a lot of press out there. Harley Davidson, just a name. UPS, talking about shipping on Tuesday. Yeah. Those are before the market. After the market, we talked about Tuesday. We got Google, Amazon, FireEye was a big one. Electronic Arts, talking about gaming. Maybe they'll have something to say about GameStop in there. Chipotle, that's just Tuesday. And then you got Qualcomm Wednesday, eBay, PayPal, Grubhub. And then Thursday, it just keeps going, man, whether it's Philip Morris. Yeah, GoPro, Activision, Gilead, Pinterest, Peloton, and Regeneron on Friday. And yeah, so it's a big week, man. If we, and then how about, we have the discussion going on, whether it's the stimulus in Washington, where that goes right now, right? And then we got jobs on Friday. We have the vaccine going out. There's just so much, man. And kind of the retail story, because it's so tantalizing, sucking a lot of air out of the room. But, man, we got a lot going on besides that in a big way.
Big time. Dow Industrials right now up 137, and Nasdaq's up 185. S&Ps are up 34. You got gold holding at 1550. Silver's at $1.80. They're trying to take silver down. We'll see where this shakes out, and then stay right there. Tommy and I come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials up 78, Nasdaq up 145, S&P's up 26. We got gold up $10, silver giving it back a bit. We're at $1.60, so this battle's going to go on. And tomorrow morning, folks, we have the stork. The stork is coming into the O'Brien household. We got a new tiger on the way. Tom's son. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, Tommy, right?
That's right, man. That's when we're expecting the little guy to join the world. We're excited, of course. So it's an exciting time for sure. So I'll be out for a few days, man. Can't wait. And I'll give everybody an update when I can, man. But exciting times for sure. So we'll be in there early tomorrow morning, which is great. Get there first thing in the a.m. And yeah, got a new son on the way, man. And I can't wait for sure.
He's going to be growling and prowling.
That's right.
And we heard, for all you folks, you know, it was amazing, actually, when Z called up Larry and saying that he remembered him 14 years ago. It's hard to comprehend that Larry's been on for 14 years.
I heard that too. Time is amazing.
And it was so cool because, Tommy and I, we a lot of the Tigers, we have a great relationship with John Logan. And John came over this morning. This was pretty cool, folks. And I said to John, I says, hey, listen, man, the bottom line, the Taz market profile is going to be basically paying for his education. He thought I was kidding, but I'm really not.
Oh, pretty cool, man.
It's amazing.
Pretty cool. Man. Hey, one other thing I'll tell you, and for speaking of time, it makes me think about, I talked on my show 33 years ago today, the show The Wonder Years, right? For those familiar with it.
Yeah.
33 years ago today it started in 1988. It was based in 1968. So if a show started today, it would be based in 2001. Which is insane that was like a blowback past show, and 2001 is a blowback. I mean, it's just amazing, man. But yeah, thanks so much, man. I can't wait. I'll be off for a couple days. Hold down the fort.
Don't worry.
I can't wait, man. Thanks,
no
man.
doubt. Stay right there, folks. Think of Swim coming up next. Then I'm Mr. Battles with Chapman, Steve Rose, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.
Look at him, folks.